Hey, how as a letting agent you can get an avalanche of leads without paying a single penny on ads. Now, I've noticed over the last couple of years that letting agents are diving into ad spend. They're spending thousands of pounds on Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Google ads. It's crazy, and they're missing this one key element which could get them loads of traffic absolutely for free. So what I want to talk to you about today is how you can create organic traffic to your website, to your downloads, to your guides, to all of your CRM, your database, everything that you need so that you have people to call. Ultimately, the goal is to build your database. Now, a few things to think about. It's absolutely crucial that before you spend a single penny on an ad, and I'm not saying don't do it, but before you spend a single penny on an ad, make sure that you follow this process first, because let me just share something with you. If you go and spend loads of money on an ad and you pass it to a marketing company and say, drive me some traffic, they don't know what words to use, they don't know what your avatars are going to click on, they're going to spend thousands figuring out that stuff. Now, you can figure all that stuff out for free before you even hire the ad company. Then what that means is you're going to get a much better return for your money. And hey, as business, we all know there's two ways to make profit: increase revenue and reduce costs. So spending money on ads when you haven't done your homework really isn't going to work for you. So what can a letting agent do to make sure that they are getting optimum value from any marketing that they want to do? I'm going to share with you now one of the things that we found in the last few months that's really working hugely well for driving traffic. We're finding that utilizing Facebook stories and Instagram stories is driving mass amount of traffic to our website. Let me just share with you how this happened. It was a little bit by accident, I'll be honest. I decided that I was going to set a challenge for my marketing team. I said, right, come on, let's just have a session where for this month we're going to drive as many Facebook and Instagram stories as we can, and let's see what happens. And we did. I put a bottle of brandy up as a competition and off they went. Literally, I've never seen like a load of frenzied dogs trying to win this brandy. It was insane. There was Instagram stories, Facebook stories, about, I would say probably 7, 8, 9, 10, sometimes as many as 15 in one day. Now, I know we really went for it, but in that 1 month, and we didn't plan this, and this wasn't planned, it just happened, our website traffic doubled. It went from a normal 4,000 hits per month to over 8. And there was nothing else we did different. So we knew it was because of this. We were onto something. Now, since then, we've made it a mission. We've actually even hired someone. In fact, we promoted the winner of that competition to become the person responsible for this. And we made it a thing. Facebook ads, Instagram stories, generic posts on our pages. Because here's the problem, guys. Due to something called Facebook Zero, when you put a post on your Facebook page, have you noticed nobody sees it? It's just like tumbleweed going across a desert. Why is that? It's because of Facebook Zero policy, which means that we ain't going to show anybody your post unless you pay us. And so it's very difficult to get organic traffic without paying for ads to be seen by people, which is why so many people jump into paid ads. But let me share something with you. You can get people onto your Facebook pages, seeing your posts, seeing your photographs, onto your Instagram stories, Instagram posts, Facebook stories, Facebook posts without spending a single penny. Do you want me to share with you how? Right, make sure you've got a pen and write this down, because this is really important. It applies to any business, but obviously I'm in the letting space, so let me share this with you. What you need to do is you need to make sure that you are sharing stuff that's almost like looking behind the scenes. There's a reason why we all love those programs like Big Brother and Love Island, because we like to see human interaction when they're not being watched, when they're not standing there in front of their office with their certificates. We want to see what's really going on. So what I want you to do is to document what's going on in your office. Have a bit of fun. Have you got a really funky coffee cup from Costa? Have they spelt your name wrong on your latest order? Have you got some charity stuff being delivered? Have you had a big hamper come from a supplier? You know, is somebody coming with a silly hat today, or a silly jumper, or crazy shoes? These are the sort of things that people want to see, just real stuff. Just last night, we all stopped behind, had a beer in the office. Again, there it is on Facebook, Insta, and on the post, because people want to see it. And it got more interaction and likes than most things, which is bizarre and crazy, I know. But hey, if I put a promotional post out, nothing. So what I want you to do is start thinking about how you can create content on a daily basis. Maybe set a challenge for your team to post Instagram stories, Facebook posts, Instagram stories. Here's the team having a beer at the end of the day. Hey, we really thank you for the hamper we've just had off so-and-so. But there's something else you need to do. So number one, find content that is really, really just about you and about the fun things that you do and the interesting things that you do. Document what you do. Number two, really important, okay? Really important is to utilize hashtags. Hashtags are so underused, but if you start to utilize hashtags that are relevant to your audience, so landlord, letting agent, let my property, all those sort of different things, you will start to see a massive difference in the amount of traffic to your post, Insta and Facebook stories. So make sure you're using as many hashtags as you can. All right, number three, remember to tag. So you can tag companies, you can tag individuals, just tag people in the posts. And by tagging people in the post, it will automatically show up on their feed. They will see it. People that know them will like it. They will like it, and off you go. It's got legs and it's moving, and you haven't spent a single penny as yet. Play with your headlines, play with the different images, play with the content, play with the hashtags, play with the tagging, and see what works. You can get as much as 5 to 1,000. We've even had as much as 10,000 on an organic post. Not every day, but you will occasionally on some really humdinger ones get some massive traffic by doing this, and you haven't spent a single penny. All right, so do you get that, guys? So document what you're doing in your day-to-day life. Number two, remember to hashtag. Number three, remember to tag. And then the final thing, get the team engaged. Get everybody to like your stuff, all right? If they're local, they're in the area, get them to like all the posts and all the different things like that and get it going, and because they've liked it, their friends will see it, and so it will go on as well. Remember, you can also share these posts into groups and on different pages, and if you have multiple pages, you can go into your multiple pages and like the other posts with the other pages, and also gets it going as well. You don't have to spend a single penny. All right, so once you've got this going, you do this, I suggest that you give yourself a month to get going with it and just hit the road running and have loads of organic traffic. And then finally after that, what you do is you assess what's worked best. So you found this headline worked really well. This image worked really well. Using these hashtags worked really well. Tagging these people and these companies worked really well. And guess what you do then, guys? Do more of that, because that's what's working well for you. And if you want to run some ads using those hashtags, those tags, those content, those images, run some ads. But don't run the ads until you've done your market research. Guys, it's like setting up a letting agency without seeing who else is in the market. It's just insane. Why would you do that? If you found this really interesting, you might want to know about something. In March, we are actually running a 3-day masterclass on how to get more landlords leads into your agency. So lots of stuff like this and loads more. We're going to be sharing some really hot new strategies that we've never shared externally before. There seems to be an absolute absence of landlords out there. So we're going to solve that problem for you, and we're going to show you loads and loads of different ways that you can get more landlords on your book. Come and have a look. It's called ARX Mastery. Click the link below and I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching.